When you first got word of this, when this came across your desk, boy, it had to send a chill up your spine.
Well, Ted, it absolutely did. When you hear these kind of things, I'm just very, very happy that my SROs and my staff were out in front of this thing, because it could have been a horrific incident here in Spotsylvania County. And just when you mentioned it again, I just got cold chills that went up my spine. It's a very scary thought. I'm so proud of my staff for the way things unfolded here, and we were able to quell this thing before something horrific actually happened.
And the horrific thing, I guess, what they were planning was to phone in a bomb threat. As people came out, they were going to shoot them.
That was the plan, to actually make the bomb threat. And as the students and the faculty entered the parking lot, a lot of research had been done on weapons and ammunitions and things like that. There's a lot that obviously I can't talk about, Ted, because it is an ongoing investigation. But as this thing unfolds, it gets more and more chilling with every interview that we've done, with all the follow-up investigation has just been, I'm so proud of my staff, but it's been blood-curdling to think about this.
And I guess one of the things that's encouraging in this is people came forward, and the SRO system that you have in place at Riverbend worked.
Well, you know, the SROs are trained. They have specially trained, Ted, to work with the kids and deal with the kids and the students at all of our schools that we have SROs. That's one reason as sheriff I push for SROs in every school, and you and I have had many conversations about that. But based on the training, and once the SRO at Riverbend, Deputy Larry DeBella, got wind of this plot that was unfolding, and it was brought forward by a student that had seen some things that had been posted that, thank goodness, it helped us get out in front of it. But I can't thank everyone at Riverbend School, the staff there, Dr. Baker's staff, the way things unfolded, the way we got the information, the follow-up investigation by the SRO and the school staff, and then CID immediately got involved, and there were some technological things that had to be done on cell phones and the media and things like that that really worked out well for us to be able to quash this thing.
Kudos to the students, and we always talk about for adults, if you see something suspicious, say something. Same for students, same for adults. If you notice your kids might be involved in some suspicious things.
Well, you know, you and I have talked many times about how I feel, Ted, about parents knowing what their kids are doing and checking websites and doing things like that. But this is a classic example of community policing. When you're out there, you're dealing with the public, they trust you, they come forward with information. And because of one student at Riverbend that actually came forward to the deputy is how this whole thing unraveled, thank goodness.
And it shows you have things that you don't talk about, that none of us know about, but you have things in the background always working and always monitoring things.
Well, and you know, Ted, during our many, many interviews, I'm very apprehensive to ever discuss how we do things at school and how we prepare for active shooters and the training and things that my staff have gone through. Because if you make it public, then you're on an even battlefield if the situation ever arises. So I am very careful what I say about how we do things, but this was just an incident it's chilling to the bone.
Oh, it has to be all your years in law enforcement, and to see, when I first heard about this, it just, this is something that happens somewhere else.
It is something that happens somewhere else, and no one ever wants to see a child hurt or a school hurt. And it's a sad state of affairs today, Ted, that we have to protect our churches, we have to protect our schools, and the training now that's necessary to deal with incidents like this is just very demanding, and it's a sad situation all around that, you know, I wish you and I were here talking about the Back the Badge event yesterday or something like that, instead of talking about this incident that could have been absolutely unbelievable to our community.
Well, Sheriff, thank you. Your staff knew what to do and took care of things, and were safer because of it.
We are, and the continuing education, the training that the guys have here, I am so blessed to be working with the deputies and the staff that I have, Ted, in the community, the Commonwealth Attorney's Office, Dr. Baker and his staff from the school, all the school administration. It all goes back to we train, we talk, we meet constantly, and I think that perseverance there is what brought this to a successful conclusion, because you and I could be having a absolutely horrible conversation right now. I don't even like to think about it.
And that's the thing, and that's all this training, the equipment that you have, it's all here. You've learned how to use it, and you've implemented it.
We have. We've worked very hard with our schools, and that's our primary function right now, is keeping an eye on our schools. But we've expanded our program on active shooters, and every time I say that word, my stomach does roll over. But the fact that we've gone out in the community, we've worked with several churches, private schools, all the county schools, the businesses in the area. Spotsylvania County has a lot of government contractors that do specialized work for the government. And it's very important to me and the staff, Ted, that we know what they're doing, when they're doing it, what hours they're working, the type of projects they have. So in working hard with the community policing, we have been able to establish what I think is a great team.
Well, Sheriff, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, as always, Ted. Thank you.